can't get it off my mind. The way he was pulling my hand, slapping my ass, had me coming back to back to back.
Oh, yes. Okay, we live, baby, we live.
And as you can see, we have a whole different angle going on here. Because none of us sits higher than the other. You understand?
No, people just want to be in our business a little bit more. They want to see what you look like waist down.
Waist.
Is that what we good on angles? I should be focused here?
Yes,
okay.
Focus.
I'm trying to learn. See, I would.
No, that's only because when we were really like before, now everything is so visual. Because I mean, we did used to videotape everything, but then we also were just on radio, so they really heard it and didn't get the full
then
visual
they saw
of
the
us.
live stream, like regular people do it.
Exactly.
You know, like regular stations.
Exactly.
People who are not in the number one internet radio station.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just different.
Facts.
We just better.
Super facts.
Yeah. And it's okay to pop fly. Like, don't ever feel like, you this is our business. So why would I want to come in here and be like, Tosh, we soon we gonna be the number one, but right now we like ranked number 86. I would never tell you no shit like that.
But it wouldn't be the truth.
I would be lying, right, saying
Exactly.
that, because I've never been number 86 or anything. I think I just was born number one. I was the first son.
Me too.
You was the
First daughter.
right? It's just the arrogance and the attitude. When you grow up. We grew up.
What I say it wasn't cocky. Remember that time I told you on New Year's Eve when we always had the New Year's Eve show? I said it's not cocky, it's confidence. Y'all made me this way, and I really like the radio.
Right. The real radio, not the fake radio that we just put a couple phone cameras up. And I'm gonna keep going back to this because I want you guys to do better. So in wanting you to do better, I have consultation. That's what it boils down to. That's what I'm really trying to get at.
I just want to let y'all know in regards to just me and Truuf. Me and Truuf will sit on the phone for hours. We will write down a whole schedule on what we're going to talk about. 8:10, 8:15, 8:45. It never works. Then the things that we were going to talk about, we don't even talk about them. We talk about something totally different. That's how you can tell that we're in tune with one another.
It's spontaneous.
It's spontaneous.
Speaking of spontaneous, spontaneous ecstasy is having a birthday too soon.
Okay.
She's a Libra.
Oh, and make sure you let us know about the hair care products.
I will. And spontaneous had sex with Tupac. I just wanted to get that fact out there that I know somebody who had sex with Tupac. Okay, all right. So
I'll be having to breathe on stuff.
So today's official sponsor is going to be. Now they changed the name. Like, don't be. As soon as I get used to saying one name, they change it to another name. Encantos Tropicales LLC. Encantos in Espanol means singer.
Singer. Okay.
Right. Encantos Naturales is I'm a natural singer.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what that means. Because I took French in school.
But see, this is what I mean where we're talking about smartphones and I don't even want to say it because this is my bro. But just Google what it says or get it translated.
CantosNaturalesEtsy.com.
Well, Naturalis, that is a good thing because it's a lot of natural products that's in there. Like, and it really was, like I said, the conditioner was awesome. It was like a hair mask. Like, it was really, really good. It detangled. It did everything.
Back in the day,
that it was supposed to do.
This guy went to school with elementary school.
Mayonnaise?
Terrence Brown. Not mayonnaise. He had vitamin E tablets or pills, gel.
Yeah, but it was just a tablet that you just pop open
That's
and
what
then
it was?
you just, They used to put the same ones on their face.
Like, look at this little nigga thinking he fly. You want to have soft hair.
Now you mad. You mad because you probably had Brillo pad hair. Brillo pad hair.
Don't you, when you see Africans and their hair be knotted up tight, don't you just want to just take a brush and just be like, brush your goddamn hair? Don't you just want to do that?
But it's all natural.
Take a little short
But
comb.
it's all natural. The same way with women. If your hair is all natural, the first thing, and that's what where that product comes into play. Because if you have all natural hair and then you use that product, trust and believe. Like if you have that 5A or something like that hair, and you go to comb it out.
To the hair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you go to comb it out, it's so much easier to manage. So make sure that you follow them on Instagram.
And what you can do
You're going to post, we're going to make sure that we hashtag
follow
that
us,
on that.
and we'll follow, make sure you follow them. And what
Because they're
I'm
on there as well.
I'm going to get you guys a chance to win a power pack of hair products.
Oh,
like
yeah.
A 5-piece.
And it's a good pack, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
ladies.
it's going to be a 5-pack. It's going to include, I'm going to tell you what
It's going to include probably the hair mask, the oil, the shampoo.
Okay, here we go. There's the 10-in-1, the growth and anti-inflammatory
Hair oil. Like I said,
right.
The oil.
And the what's that called?
It's called the Mommy and Burrito Oil Hair
I
Mask.
don't think it says burrito. I think it's burrito. You just really, that was real racist of you. It says it's burrito.
I mean, he got a cracked phone that looked like a goddamn, his phone looked like a glass,
Right.
like a maze.
Now you coming at my phone. I told you my phone bill and my internet is $9.95 a month.
But
Sometimes
how I come at you and
you put me on.
Okay.
All right, you did.
That's it.
All right, so who cares if I got a cracked screen?
Okay, well, let me get it.
Get it.
Let me get it. No, that's
it.
No, but that's because it has a lot of different what's names in there.
Okay.
So she might throw in the shampoo, but that hair mask is very good and it smells awesome.
That's real.
Yes.
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 I need a haircut so bad. I actually put a do-rag on. I don't know if you ever. I've never been in the station with a do-rag on. Is it that?
That's fine.
That's good.
You bow it.
All right. I said I was going to represent the A3C today since I didn't get a chance to get down there this year. Matter of fact, every year they do something real big. The last one I did, we had Lil Wayne, Ricky Rose, Wu-Tang Clan. Now they got 215 affiliate. Who's it? God, I don't even know.
So just let it go.
Right.
Next.
Right. But
Next
when it was my time to shine, Lil Weezy, Wu-Tang, and Ricky Rose celebrating my birthday. Libras stand up.
See, this is what I mean.
That's why I need an intern.
If he stay on point of what we're supposed to be doing,
I need an intern. I need an intern. So I'm going to stop acting like I don't need help. Okay, so when I have these issues, I can't go to Tosh because we live with it. I need my intern to put a bug in my ear, say, yo, you was talking about the so-and-so, remember? Because my brain is everywhere, okay?
because he's trying to do a million things at one time.
I am.
But again, if you do want to get in touch with us, you can go to Tosh and Truuf Podcast at gmail.com, and that's TOSHANDTRUUF podcast.
Right,
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
And then follow us at DJ Truuf and at Muy Caliente Tasha if you're not already following.
Yeah, a lot of things we want to talk about is going to come from you, the listener, the viewer.
Exactly. Because we want to know what you guys want to talk about so that we can prepare for it. So come into us, let us know, come into the messages, let us know what you guys want to talk about so that we get facts. Because around here, we only do facts. We don't do no fiction. We don't do nothing made up because we know that you guys are going to check on us to make sure that we said something.
And Google. And
exactly. And like, that is so wrong. Y'all, that was a lie.
And then, you know what offends me the most as a DJ? When people come up to the DJ booth like this, can you play, you see this song right here on the thing? He'd be like, yo, back the fuck up. Back up. First, see, if I had an intern and the right security, they would have never made it to this part to show me the phone. Can you put, excuse me, Mr. DJ.
You hate that?
The most offensive thing, and I want all, see.
No, listen.
Let me get
do
this
you
out.
think
Let
that
me
is,
get this out.
go ahead.
Let me get this out. The most offensive thing that you can do as a party goer, okay, is to come up to the DJ booth and ask the DJ to plug in your goddamn cell phone to play the next record.
Oh, no. I wasn't going to say that. What I was going to say is, just say like you're at a party and you don't know what that song, you know, like, and I'm having a party.
Right.
I want to hear a certain song, but you got a playlist of what is that disrespectful for me to say, DJ, can you put this song on? Now, If it's one song, maybe two. But when you get into, like, if that's the case, then I might as well just hand you my equipment.
You got to list the songs that you're not the promoter, you're not the person who's paying me. I've already worked the list with the person.
So what if it's But what if it's the person that's paying you?
But we already went over the list, so he ain't got to ask because I'm already in that zone. Okay. And once we get to the party, leave the DJ alone. And if you do feel the need to adjust, to change the ramifications of this party event, what I'm gonna need you to do is Cash App Talk Radio 3 a $25 minimum. If it's worth it to you, then it's worth $25.
You're saying like every time they ask for a different song to play, it's like the jukebox where if you want to play another song next, you have to pay extra money to play that other song.
$1 or $2.
No, it was $2. But if you want to play another song, you had to pay an extra $1.
Yeah, it's $5. Now you want to play it next because the computer already was set up to go into the zone. All right, so don't stop disrespecting your DJ. You had 2 years where you weren't at the club. 2 years where you were not interacting live with a DJ who's playing music. So you got accustomed.
Well, the thing is a lot of these DJs don't really play music now anyway. They don't play music.
They do play music.
No, I'm not saying you. What I'm saying is that they just come in and they try to play everything that they done played at the same parties over and over, so you kind of know what songs is coming next.
Well,
now you know what DJs I'm talking about.
There's a lot of DJs who, if you're not a working DJ, meaning you're not out there 3, 4, 5 days a week, you will get into a zone where you just run off the same 100 songs. That's your comfortable zone. I was like that for a while, but I was going so many different places. To you, it's new. To me, it's old as shit. I know what song I'm gonna play next, but you don't. But then I got into a zone like I was tired of hearing my own playlist. So this year.
So then you had to mix it up.
So this year, when I came back, when DJ Truuf got pulled back into the game, okay, DJ Freak Nasty pulled me back into the game, okay. Every party I've done since I started working with Freak Nasty has been, I forced myself to do a different set. I forced myself to get out of my comfort zone.
I'm sorry that you're so uncomfortable with the truth.
We're the cream of the crop. We've risen to the top. We're sweeping competition like a janitor's mop. Now let's see if we can make a little noise up in this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you its WWF Tag Team Champions of the World, the Road Dogg, Jesse James, the Badass, Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaw. And of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
You think you know me?
Hold up.
I know if I play Juke Girl, Juke Girl, Jukey, 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 that normally I would come in and play Everybody Twerking with Lee Mason. That was my 2-song superset combo. Now, I might go Juke Girl, Juke Girl, Juke, and then come back with that Joanna, and then hit him with that Whiz Kid Essence. Wow!
So how you telling people what you do? Because now they're going to be doing it.
Listen, you can clock my set all you want. But you can't
what did
play
you
it
miss?
like me.
Okay, during all of this, what did you miss a lot about DJing? Did you miss you just DJing, or did you miss the reaction of the people that were at the parties? Because I mean, I know that can probably be like amazing to get the crowd really rocking.
Right. I mean, I miss the hype. I miss cracking the mic. Even I'm at a point where, for years I would just be the host with other DJs, and then when I got a chance to DJ, I would really make sure that people heard my voice even more. Mm-hmm. But at this point, once you've hired me, you already know DJ Truuf is in the building. I got enough customized drops that I can rock into my mix, where now I can focus on running these hits. I'm learning how to backspin. Freak Nasty got me in the lab. I'm vibing. I'm on YouTube. I'm learning so much. I've been a DJ for 20 years, and I feel like I'm learning again.
So what did you? That's what I'm saying. So you just missed all of it.
I missed the whole concept. I missed being in Sneakerville with the mic at the gallery. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Not too many people could say they was at the gallery with 30,000 people tuned in to everything they did. Not a lot of people can say they went on tour with EA Sports, NBA Live, Converse.
But you know what's so funny? I remember going to 52nd Street and Sneakerville rocking.
Rocking.
I'm talking about like you outside jamming. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about you're inside playing it, but and who? That's what I'm saying. Look how the universe goes. Mm-hmm. Now all of that to rocking there to us rocking together
right here, right.
For years.
And it's been years.
It's been years that we
It's not something we just decided to come up with, Tosh. We really just said.
No, when you said what you wanted to do, it was just like, oh, okay. It wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, if other people probably would have asked me, I probably would have told them no, thank you. Yeah. The producer would have just let me do it by myself.
I got a lot of people that are doing podcasts and doing things, and they slick with it. Like, Truuf, can I get you to do an interview? I'm like, yeah, sure, anytime you want. What's going on? If I'm free, I got you. Then the next conversation is, see, how we gonna premise the show, and you'll be a perfect fit. You'll be the official DJ. I said, God damn it, I didn't ask you to be. You asked me to interview.
Now but that's how they always do. They did me like that in the beginning.
Now
when I first started.
And I appreciate that. That means you really think much of me and Tosh. But I don't do that. Get the interview.
Okay, so before y'all even go with even asking me to be on y'all shows and different things like that, again, you have to go to the Tosh and Truuf Podcast at gmail.com because I can't just go on anybody's shows. I used to try to sneak on people's shows and I would get in trouble. I almost lost my job. Trying to just come on and help y'all out on y'all shows. So I can't do that. I used to get cussed out by the producer. You cannot go there. I'm like, but it's before I gotta come in. No, now I need you here an hour earlier. Right. Cause you have to do something here. I'm like, but they just want me on for 10 minutes. Nope. He said I was too nice. Mm-hmm. He said I gave my time too much to people that wasn't deserving of my time. So this time I don't want to lose my job.
Right. So for booking,
because remember everybody, some people jobs were on the line and I was like nervous, like, wait a minute, did I come in on time? Did I leave too early? Like, what's going on? Because people was getting cut.
There's some stories about you don't want to get fired from PC Radio.
No, you don't.
At any time. It can happen.
Yeah, it can happen on air. It can happen at an award show.
It's happened on air.
It happened at an award show too.
And I want to see if we got the tape for that. Is the tape around? Because I was listening. I'm not going to say no names, okay? Because I'm still quite friends with both parties. But I was listening.
I'm still quite friends. See what I mean? The shade.
I was tuned in because I was in the mix. My mix was on the morning show. Okay?
Yeah.
And we played the mix and we're coming in, my mix was coming up. Somehow I needed to be locked in. And I heard the radio personality at the time. Yes, everything is great. This is how we do. You know how we do, baby. Billy Coalition Radio. We are #1. Right back after this commercial break. And cut. Right? So I'm like, here we go. We coming in live after this break. Coming in live, baby. That's the hottest intro I ever heard for my mix. Okay.
Come back in live. You by yourself?
Came back in live. It was
just you.
How y'all feel? This is Sydney the Same. Coming in. I just want to do the news break and weather. I said, what the fuck? What? Sydney said, she's a good friend.
Yes, she is. She is.
This ain't her show.
Sydney the Same.
I said, okay, well maybe something happened. I gotta, I'm turning up the dial, adjusting the antenna and shit. Yes, and in weather, I said, God, where is the radio personality for? And I listened in about 45 minutes. And we'll be right back. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a great time. I said, wait, where is the show? What happened? Nothing.
Well, listen, I'm gonna give you a time. So it was a group that was on here, and the girl I'm very cool with, the guy I really didn't know, and they steady talking. Now he was just supposed to be a co-host on her show, right? So he done got big headed because everybody like, oh, you on the show, so they all hype for him and everything. So I calls in like we do everybody because we always support our own on the shows. That's just what we do. I call in and he says, yeah, something, because you don't know who I am. Yeah, what, something? They like, no, that's Tosh. He's still talking. Next thing I know, he wasn't there. I said, well, what happened to him? Well, we had to let him go. I said, damn. They was like, no, that's Tasha. And he was like, got stuck in he like, next thing I know, he was going from off the air.
Right, and I got one last firing story. Might as well put up here, exposing the truth. And I was forced to. I got the call. Text came across the wire. Your mans and them gotta go.
That was it. You know they disrespectful. You know they real disrespectful with it. So this is what I'm saying. This is why I tell people, if you're on BC Radio Live, just do what you have to do. Attend events, support. I mean, it takes nothing to repost. But we never had to worry about that.
We never had to worry. We
never had to worry about that.
That person had to worry because I had to make that call. Listen.
Then it was. Then guess the call was made, and then it was at like 7:30. Tosh, you think you can make it down here by 8? I'm like, okay, well, what's such and such down here? Long story. You think you can get here? Okay, I'm on my way. I might get there about 8:10. Now I got to drive real fast to get here at 8:04 because something is really going on and I don't know. I get in like, oh, well, what's going on? We'll talk about it after the show. I'm like, oh, so what the person had to do? No, they're no longer here. And do you think that you'll be available next week?
Sometimes, you know.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures, right. But because we are family, we're always here for one another. So that's all that needs to be known.
So
just know that you will get cut on air. It's very disrespectful here.
Because I've been fired. The other disrespectful firing was at the Players Club, DJing down Allegheny Avenue. And one time for Bear Invasion, we're gonna be talking about them in the porn hour. But
the porn hour is 9:52.
Oh shit! Okay, well the porn hour will come back.
The porn hour has to go.
We gotta leave them hanging. They gotta have something to hang on to, and that's something you want to hang on to every Tuesday, 8 to 10.
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time it starts.
All right, and if you missed,
and that's 5 Central, right?
Yeah, and if you missed the live show, this show right here,
we'll replay.
This show right here. No, we don't need to do all that. That's a lot of work. Okay. I told you we need an intern. So you can go to the podcast sites on your Apple phone. On your Apple phone, just go to podcast. The app is already on Apple because you know they take all your space.
Yeah, exactly.
So you go to podcast, search "Very Disrespectful." That's easy enough. I made that hashtag what it is today.
VERY disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
Because that's what truth is.
And that's going to be on podcast, on Apple Podcast, Google, Stitcher. Spotify. If you got a Spotify account, the free joint. I know you're not paying for your Spotify account, but you can still listen to it.
The only reason that I don't hashtag very disrespectful because people be thinking that it's disrespectful, but now I have to hashtag very disrespectful with everything. And if you mention my name, just hashtag very disrespectful with it as well. Yep. We won't mind.
Yep. So we want you guys to not only play with us here on Tuesdays, we want you to ride out on the podcast because that's how we really get paid. So
exactly.
I ain't gonna lie, I need them streams, baby. Streams.
And again, if you want your music played or anything like that, just let us know. We do have someone that listens to the music.
I'm
So
listening
if
to
the
music.
first,
I
if
am
the first
someone.
15,
I'm someone.
see, I didn't want them to know, but if the first 15 seconds is really not a hit, so don't let the music play for 15 seconds, because then he's definitely going to
Wasting my
think
time.
that it's an instrumental.
Wasting my time.
So if you're going to come through with some real heat, you got to come through straight from the door. As soon as that beat drop, you got to drop it with it, so at least that your music can get played.
Yeah, I was being nice on Twitter earlier, and some guy randomly hit me over the you, and I was like, yeah, great job. I think he capped my head up real quick. Oh, your Twitter is popping. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you.
That was just the setup to try to come in.
Can I send you some music? I want you to hear my song.
Sure.
Normally, this is the end of the conversation.
Exactly, for you. Me, that's the crazy part about it is me, when people send me stuff, they really think that I'm the one that's listening to it, and I'm not. You can send it to me, and that's why I give you guys the email address.
Conversation.
But I give them the email address.
And this guy actually followed through. I said, you know what? I'm in a good mood.
Send it.
Tosh and Truuf Podcast, Gmail. 32 seconds later. I mean, I ain't even finished getting off of Twitter. He done sent the song. And
That means that he was, what was it called?
Swag surfing?
No, you call it swag surfing?
I don't know what the hell.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to listen to a song tonight.
Oh, so you never listen?
No.
I'm thinking you about to tell us what the damn song sound like.
I ain't going to listen.
At what time? 4 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, this is what I want to talk about. I'm rehashing some old ideas that are so much better than the new ideas that the people are coming up with now. So I did the Twitter top 10 countdown when Twitter was the king of social media.
Okay.
Big ups to my man Renacy, and he did all the voice drops for me. Number 6, number 1. So this captivated the entire Twitter sphere. Everybody wanted to have their song be listed in the top 10 for the Twitter top 10 countdown. So since Twitter is just one of many platforms now we are going to crown the social media top 70. Social media 70. Social SMS, like a text message.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with it?
Yeah.
The social media 70. Now you might say 70, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But I was watching DJ K Slay bring in the hot 100 hip hop rappers of the everything. And I think he wanted to do more than that. But he has a 40-minute video. Even Razcast, one of my favorite MCs, he's got a verse on this joint. So, the social media 70 is going to encompass the hottest artists from across the globe, including Buck London over in Paris, France. Okay? All you have to do is submit your music, send your press kit, tell us who you are. We're going to go through this music, and every week for 7 weeks, we're going to pick the top 10 songs of the week.
Okay, of the week.
And then at the end
So
of it,
who picks these?
we got a panel of midgets.
Okay.
I don't know who the fuck is going to do it, but somebody's going to listen.
Do
Okay?
y'all see what I have to go through here?
All right. There's a midget that lives right at 52nd and Girard. I'm going to talk. He's been there for years. People are scared of him. He's like an angry midget, like a little person. I mean, I think that's politically.
This is what I go through.
Okay, so if you hear somebody else talking about the social media 70, I'm suing. I told you I got a hot lawyer. I got the best lawyer in the
If you
game.
talk about him, I'm gonna throw a brick at you. And again,
I dare you.
so listen, for these next, I just want to say this. Now we had a voiceover, not a voice. Yeah. Do you know how long Truuf had to fight with this voiceover and kept sending me these drops? And I was like, I don't like it.
Right.
You like this voice? I don't like it.
Right.
Do you like that voice? No, I don't like it. So I don't know if Truuf will ever be using them again.
Well, it took. They made it seem like it was my fault.
They didn't, because
the
they-
young lady could not pronounce truth. She kept saying the Truuf.
Yeah, the
Podcast.
Truuf Podcast.
The Truuf It was the Truff and Truff show one time.
Yep, it was.
I said, they didn't even say Tasha's name. Then it took them 3 weeks. It was supposed to be 48 hours. So if you're about your business,
yeah.
Oh, frustrated.
And if you feel like you want to bring some excitement here again, go to Tosh and Truuf Podcast at gmail.com. Or if you feel like just sending it to Tosh and Truuf Podcast on Instagram, do that as well. And we do look at all of that.
So you're going to send your tracks. You're going to send your press kit, electronic press kit. I don't want songs that are not labeled, because it shows up in the Gmail and it says track number 1. And it has your name in the email, but the song on the list that says track 1, I'm going to delete that.
You only can send one song. You can't send 5 and 6 different tracks on one email. Just pick your favorite one.
Right. So I'm going to be the official A&R.
Are you going to play them on air?
Yeah, of course. Why would
Okay.
I not play them in there? You want a chance to get your song BDS media based to death? The social media 70. That 70 songs might be the 70 songs I only play in my playlist when I'm here.
Okay, that's a
I
good
might
deal.
just step away from mainstream.
Well, that's a good deal, being as though they get charged for that.
I don't play Beyonce anyway, but let's say you're gonna replace Beyonce in the playlist.
Well,
All right,
I
that's a
mean,
big
everybody needs a chance to
That's
get
a
where they
big
need to
deal.
go.
All right, so if you want to be a part of that social media 70, and believe me, as fast as I say it, you're going to see the flyers popping up, voiceovers. You're going to see some kind of crazy stuff on the Instagram at Tosh and Truuf Podcast. Make sure you follow us, get interactive. Don't play any games with it. 7 weeks, 70 songs, and I'm going to crown you guys the best in the world. Not local, because nobody don't even know where we're at. Okay, it says Philly.
Lonnie said he loves our show. Thank you, Lonnie.
Oh, thank you. See, they know. They know. They don't want to call up. I don't want to name anybody other podcasts. They don't get that kind of love because it looks scripted. You look uncomfortable behind the mic. You look like this is just.
We are, because I have to cut him.
We got a few minutes.
No, we're not going. I did not say that.
You got this computer.
No, I'm not. No, what I'm saying is
right.
So that you won't get into those people.
Oh, those conversations about those people.
Exactly.
Okay.
We have to get into something else.
Talk about the murder homicide rate.
No, that is so sad and depressing. But before we do go there, I would like my someone I call my sister that we grew up with. She buried her mom yesterday. Her mother passed away. So, Khadijah Banks, all of us here at PC Radio Live.
One hand up, 3 fingers down.
We definitely, our deepest, most sincere condolences. She did, her and her sister and them, they did a beautiful job with everything that went on yesterday at the funeral. So, my love is always with you. And anyone that lost someone, a loved one, it's so much going on. It's so much going on.
It's so much.
Did you want to talk about the man that went into the hospital and shot but he was a co-worker.
He had to be a co-worker to be able to get into the hospital.
With a gun.
All right? With a gun.
Me and someone had it like a beef, like an altercation on social media about it. Because all I said was, I said it was a co-worker that came in because most people thought that it just was somebody random. I don't care what the who was you mad at?
Right.
Was you mad at me or was you mad at the man that
you mad at all?
or the man that shot the man? Like, I don't have nothing to do with it. I'm just saying that, most people thinking that it just was random, and that will cause chaos.
That wasn't random.
But that will cause chaos, meaning now people don't want to go into hospitals because they thinking that some people is just going to come in and shoot it up.
I went to Temple when I first broke my neck. I went to Temple ER.
Don't you hate when he say that?
I did.
Because when I broke my neck.
When I broke my neck.
I
went to Temple ER first. I never made it past security. They had one chick doing body cavity searches and running the machine, and another one with a wand who was just walking around, spinning a wand and shaking keys. So I go in, I take everything out of my pockets like they asked, and I put it in the tray like I'm going through TSA.
With a broken neck.
Right. And I slide it in. Man comes up, put your hands up. Okay, I can't put them up too high, bro. I broke my neck. I'm here to be seen by a real doctor. Put them up higher. Turn around. Get your goddamn hands up. I said hands in the air. I said, man, stop it. You have to stop it. So while
I'm not laughing at his problem, but he got a problem.
So while I'm saying stop, you cannot do that, I have a broken neck, I check my peripherals. The chick running the machine is going through my wallet.
That's why he's telling you put your hands up. They all in cahoots together.
She pat me down to see what kind of money I got. Did I got any paper bills? Because I put all the change in the thing. I turned around. I said, "Excuse me, miss. What part of my wallet has to do with the security?" I said, "Give me my goddamn. I'm leaving. I'm leaving." I left Temple University Hospital with a broken neck and took my broken neck up to Einstein. And I had to catch the bus. It was just a long day.
Yeah, I
All
can
right?
only imagine.
Thank goodness I have the top lawyer in the country.
If you say his name, I'm gonna smack you right with a brick. He said it last week. He said that I can smack him in the face with a brick when he. So I'm gonna get that noise. We gotta find that crashing noise.
You know what?
So that you can get crashed every time that you say that. Is that it? No, that was the fire.
This is
Yeah.
Have stitches bricking your face queued up next. For the people listening at home on the TuneIn Radio app and on the Spotify and everything, they can hear stitches. All right.
And what kind of words of encouragement would you like to give to all the listeners, all the followers, all of
So we should have like something that we end
with
for the week.
Exactly. Something on a positive note. I mean, you see so much negativity going on. So what's on a positive note? Go ahead.
One is I am a masterpiece and I am seeking masterpiece. I'm learning masterpiece. How to be at peace with myself.
He sound like from the what is it called? The Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, the other
he
one,
wants to masterpiece.
Master. I thought you were gonna say masturbate.
I did not. Masterpiece.
So I want to just say, all right, you got that one. The other one is for all the kids going back to school and learning what they need to learn. Take this from me. I graduated from Central High School, one of the best schools in the game. In my yearbook, underneath my picture, it says, and you can take this quote with you, all right? Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Don't cheat, y'all. See, the thing is with him. This is why. Don't listen to him, kids. That's why I'm happy. That's why I'm happy that the kids is sleep.
All right.
But
so
what I say is positivity is, like I said, just reach out to your people, the real people that really matter. Just because they're family doesn't mean that you have to be around. Break generational curses. And just continue to do your thing.
Do better. So next week, Tuesday, 8 to 10, we get it in.
Eastern Standard Time.
And,
on PCRadiolive.com.
Get on your podcast, all right? Start streaming all our back shows, and because we need those streams to go up.
Exactly.
Right? We get a penny for every stream on Spotify. So that means I need 100,000 people so we can get these car notes paid off.
Exactly.
All right, 100,000
all right.
streams.
The number one internet station. The number one internet station.
We'll stroke your ego till you make that face I like. Follow Tosh and Truuf Podcast.